M5 again. I believe I recorded yesterday, but I'm not sure. This thing is so annoying. But yeah, another work errand, unfortunately, but it sort of is what it is. And let's head out. I do have some news that you guys might see in this episode, something I'm thinking about considering, and it's related to the M5. Boy, is that gate freaking annoying. Car doesn't make it any better that it just keeps going off. And I could probably turn it off, but I kind of like having the sensors. The only issue is the sensors start going off. It'll even appear red even if you're not that close. So it's like pretty annoying the way it's set up, and the sensitivity of it, and the gate and the driveway is fairly narrow, so it doesn't help the situation at all. But yeah, in any case, I did find another car, and it would be a lot cheaper than what this M5 cost me. So I'm thinking about it. It wouldn't necessarily be a downgrade, but I need to spend some time really analyzing it to figure out whether it would be reasonable, considering I would lose money on the M5, but that's sort of inevitable. It's more of a question about how much I lose for how long. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. You guys might hear about it later in this vlog, probably once I've gave it some more thought and ran some figures. Pulled up to the post office thinking where the hell life has taken me, but regardless, looks like it's packed here, so I should have an interesting time. Hopefully the line isn't too bad though.
2 hours later.
Finally back. Not sure how long that took, but it sure felt like 15-20 minutes. So it did take a while. The line was actually fairly long, and it was moving pretty slow, considering I guess people are trying to send Christmas packages and whatnot, and they don't know what they're doing. Made my final stop, and it's time to go home. Still plenty to get done, to say the absolute least. Finally back home. Hopefully I'll get a ride out of the Lambo soon, but we'll see. Got the Mustang looking smooth. In the empty garages, you guys can see, trying to look for coolant, which we have here, and I guess that's the one we're using. I guess there should be enough in here for the M5. Not really sure though. As you guys know, the BMW has been needing coolant for maybe like a week now. So I got the coolant. I was thinking about just getting coolant that's used, for BMWs directly from the BMW shop or whatever, I guess. But I was explaining the issue to my mom, and she did mention that she had coolant filled at the Mercedes dealer, and she had bought it and they put it in. So we still have that, and it's used for German cars and European cars. So why even waste the extra 30 bucks? So I'm just going to use that, and hopefully it's enough. And I do have other news for you guys. If I recall correctly, I believe that's the coolant, if I'm not mistaken. So looks like we actually need to be filling up this coolant tank and not that one, considering that's the secondary one, this is the primary one, and they have different functions. So let's try to get this off. There's one coolant you had in front, like an older one. This one was in the back.
It's the same thing or different?
Well, I think this one's the European one. That one's, I think, the general one. You guys might be wondering why we have an empty garage here today. And that is because we got a cool product from Cool Gadget, and we will be vacuuming the Lamborghini and the BMW M5 using their cordless vacuum. For those of you who have been watching for a while would know that we have never vacuumed the Lamborghini or the BMW M5, which probably sounds ridiculous to most people, and it probably is. So I've owned the Lamborghini since May of 2022, and the M5 since May of 2023. and neither car has ever been vacuumed. So what's actually cool about this product is that not only does it vacuum, but it does air blowing and inflating and deflating as well. It has effortless deep cleaning with a powerful 12,000 PA suction and 75,000 RPM brushless motor for efficient cleaning. And it's compact and portable, so you have a super lightweight and small vacuum for easy cleaning anywhere. It has cordless comfort, ergonomic and hassle-free vacuuming anywhere. As you guys can see, we have all these products in here, and we're going to get started. It has 4-in-1 versatility. You can use it to remove dust, clean keyboards, inflate outdoor gear, and extract air from storage bags anytime and anywhere. It has long-lasting battery. It comes with two 2000 mAh batteries for 26 minutes of cleaning time and USB-C charging. It has 4-layer filtration, powerful motor, HEPA filtration, and tapered seal design for superior dust and debris capture. Keep in mind that the filter is also washable. Cool Gadget sells other electronics, lifestyle products, sustainable products, outdoor products, and beauty and care products. Thank you to Cool Gadget for hooking us up with this small vacuum. As you guys know, the Lamborghini doesn't have that much space, and it surely does need a vacuum. I do things that probably people would not do in a Lamborghini, like eat food. So it's very helpful to have something this lightweight and small. I mean, it's not that much bigger than my iPhone, so I could easily store it back here, either in the net or back here right behind the seats. As you guys know, obviously the Lamborghini doesn't have that much space or room to store anything, and this fits actually really well in the little space I do have, and since it's so useful, I'll definitely keep it with me. Literally so clean that I actually feel hesitant and bad about even putting my feet down here, to be honest with you. You guys could probably barely see me, but today we have a very early morning start. I got up around like 5:30, 5:45, and it's currently around 6:30, and we are headed to work. As you guys know, I don't usually go to the office. I normally work from home, but today we are going to be going to court. So we'll see how that goes. Really could go either way. It's not very predictable, but regardless, I'm going to the office and then jumping in the car with my partner, or he's jumping into the M5, not really sure. And we are headed to court, so it's going to be a long driving day. The trial is not until like 10:45, so you could imagine how long the drive is if I'm leaving my house at like 6:30. But regardless, we are on the move today. Wish I could take the Lambo, but that's probably not a great idea considering how dark the tint is. It's already dark outside. It's you know, it's pretty wet outside for one, but it apparently will be raining pretty much over here and as well as the office, so we're going to catch some rain regardless. So probably not the best idea considering how other people drive as well, so just probably not the best. And the parking at court would probably be very horrible. And when I had taken my C65 or C63, I mean, you guys would remember that somebody ended up dinging my door, you know, and the paint came off, it like chipped and whatnot. It was pretty bad actually, but they ended up dinging my door, so probably not the car to take over there and get dinged. Not that the M5 is much better though. Nothing like early morning traffic. Made it to the office actually oddly early, and yeah, I'm headed off to Starbucks at this point and grab myself and my partner some coffee, and then I guess we'll be heading out very soon to court. It looks like it will be an hour 30 minutes from here to there. So interesting situation. We'll see if he wants to drive or I'll be taking the M5.
I might just pull out like a face ray in the back with a about a day. I might just cop a diamond chain out of these cheapskates. Then when it cash it all out on the same day, just like a face ray. I might just pull out like a face ray in the back with a about a day.
A few days ago, I think it was earlier in this vlog, that I told you guys that I was looking into something, and I would let you guys know what it is when things would be sorted out one way or another. And long story short, I've been looking for an M5 replacement for the last, I think, 2 weeks now. And I ended up seeing this Alpina B6 for sale. I believe it was a 2014 or 2015. After I saw it, I immediately reached out to the dealer because it was actually fairly cheap. And the dealer said they would get back to me with the trade-in value. And several days have passed by. I think that happened like late last week, so about 7-8 days ago, and I never heard back. Last night, went to the listing itself that I had saved on my laptop, and it looks like the car is gone. So unfortunately, we will not be getting an Alpina B6. And if you guys have been following for a while, before we got the M5, we were looking at Flying Spurs, we looked at Z06s, we looked at Hellcat Chargers, we did look at Alpina B6s, maybe a couple of Alpina B7s, an Aston Martin, a Roush Stage 3, and we ended up with the M5 sort of randomly. So I am at this point thinking about potentially getting a 5.0 2024 Mustang that we would be modifying pretty much exterior wise and also supercharging. I've been basically kind of looking at it. I haven't spent too much time into looking at it, but it looks like we would be pushing 855 horses on a Whipple supercharger. So I'll let you guys think about that. Here we are with the cars on this somewhat gloomy day. But yeah, let's get into action. As you guys saw, I vacuumed for the first time in the Lambo the other day. And the seat is like really messed up because of it. Since I was trying to get into every nook and cranny. But let's get this worked out. I think we're okay. Maybe I'm a little too far back. Not really sure, but we'll see. In today's episode, we are basically going to be unboxing this cool item that I received. And yeah, it should be pretty helpful. It's a car cigarette socket, and as you guys could see, you could plug in a lot of different things in here. And as you guys would imagine, this is something I do need in the Lamborghini since it has older technology. There's nothing to plug in really devices in here. We do have this one lighter, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else like you would see in obviously modern cars. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have cars that don't really have plug-in functions either. Let's quickly unbox this so we could get right into using it. And there it is. We'll unpackage this.
Looks pretty cool.
Got it plugged in, and as you guys can see, super cool lighting feature, and you have the buttons and whatnot. And this is going to be pretty awesome to use. Have my phone wire plugged in. Can't play music because of copyright, but I do have this plugged in, ready to go. And yeah, now myself and whoever's riding passenger has options. We don't have to fight over who gets to plug in what. and who has lower battery percentage, so that's always nice. Thank you to Yantu for hooking us up with this product, which I'll definitely be using in this car as well as the other ones. While we're out here, why not turn on the Lamborghini for a little bit? Unfortunately, this came broken, but we will be adding it to the Lambo anyways, because why not? Literally went inside and was told that we're going to move the cars, so back outside again.
2 hours later.
We got the Mustang all the way inside now. We got the Lambo right behind it back in place, and it's time to move the M5 back along with the other cars. Had the Lambo over here going off while I'm trying to move the M5, so that's always nice. But everything's in place, at least my end of the job. Literally going off again, and all I'm trying to do is shoot my last scene.